I just bought this gaming PC for $25 whole and it's in really rough shape. What is this, mold? I mean, I guess for the price, I can't really complain, but right now, I don't even want to touch this thing. Now, when I asked the guy I bought this from what the story is, he told me he straight up found it in the garbage. And yeah, I'd believe that. Oh, it looks like some liquid got in here. Like everything is sticky, and especially the graphics card. I don't know if that's garbage water or Coca-Cola. Kind of looks like both. Also, I straight up thought there was supposed to be like a top panel with the power button and USB ports, but it wasn't until I was carrying this up the stairs when I realized that the entire case was just upside down. Literally told the guy, I was like, dude, I think there's a piece missing. And sure enough, I was just scratching up the actual top of the case the entire time. Now, I did already test this at the seller's house, and surprisingly, the PC turned on. But unfortunately, the only way I was getting any video was through the onboard graphics. So we're actually gonna take out that 1060. Don't wanna risk any further damage if there's any shot of getting this back to life. Dude, look at that. That is nasty. Okay, I am actually seeing some on the board too, so we're gonna actually take this entire system apart and clean everything before we even power it back up. So crispy. Undo a gazillion screws. This computer smells weird. All right, out you go. Very sticky, ew. Do the power supply too. This thing was legitimately crusted shut. I had to hit it really hard. Hey, we actually have a 240 gig SSD and a hard drive in here. 750 watt Corsair. Come here. Everything just kind of has this really small layer of stickiness on it, which should come off really easily. Our graphics card is probably going to be another story though, because that's absolutely covered. It's mainly just on the heatsink and the plastics on the motherboard. There is a tiny bit on the circuitry, but that should come off really easily. Thermal paste. All right, the motherboard and power supply are looking better than ever since they've been cleaned up. Now it's time for the video card. First, take off this sticker. Now we completely take apart the graphics card. Ugh, so sticky. Okay, and after that, we are left with the bare graphics card. Honestly, just gonna start with regular soap and water, and then we'll finish it off with isopropyl at the end. Whoa, this feels so wrong. All right, also, last running. Ew, turning around already. Bro, this is gross. I'm literally carbon water on graphics card. All right, I just hit the graphics card with one final rinse, so we're gonna blast dry it and then test it out. This thing honestly looks like new again. All right, we're gonna put the graphics card back together and then test everything out. We'll be shocked if simply cleaning this actually fixes it. Dude, this thing literally looks brand new, but of course looks can be deceiving. All right, first we're gonna make sure that the motherboard and everything still works, so we'll turn that on. Here we have power.